Dear diary full of shit. Just play along, me, myself, and I, no one else. Yo, I'm so legit. I created a new public file. I have two in there now. I titled it Trains Running Over Pets. And it's trains versus animals, like cows, horses, goats, a kangaroo, a dog, a snake. Um, and it's fucked up. So I figured I'd, create a folder for it. And they're not pets, obviously, but I did that just to be funny. But the one guy, the first one, the top one or whatever, it shows this guy, and you hear him imitating a goat. You kind of hear him going, bah, ah, ah, ah. So I thought, well, what a dick. Well, you saved it and made it a file. Well, true. And the kangaroo, the one guy actually just laughed. So, the horses and stuff. Oh, and the one where the train was coming around the corner and the deer is just standing there and he decides to walk out. And deer fucking do that, man. Deer are fucking stupid fucking pricks. If you want to commit suicide, how come you got to do it, by taking out my hood and my radiator? Now, if you're driving an old school, truck, be it Peterbilt or Kenworth, or anything that has a metal hood. I've hit deer in, long-nosed Peterbilts, and it just took the headlight out, but I kept on trucking. I hit a deer down in Texas one time. Boom! This big, thud, took out the radiator. A deer walked under my trailer tandems one time. And you feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, you stupid motherfucker. A car drove under my tandems one time. Turns out they were stealing it. And, yeah, they pulled out. And it was here when I was driving local. Pulled out, they didn't have the headlights on. Boom! I heard and felt, car, drove under the trailer, you goddamn spurred. And I remember I put my flashers on and, pulled the e-brake and whatnot. And this is kind of weird, but I remember I said out loud, I said, you better be all right or I'm going to make you not all right. Which is kind of a stupid and silly thing to say, but I walked back there and there was nobody around. And it spun that car around. It was like the hood was pointing up in the air and it was resting against the fence. And the cops showed up and we had to draw the little diagram and all that shit. And he's like, yeah, they were probably stealing it. So, fucking lowlives. Sure, that would have worked out fantastic. These days, I would have just stayed. Well, you don't know if they need, assistance. But you need to be mindful of that because, if they're like really, really hurt, get on the phone, 911 right away, which is what I did. And as you're walking back there, hopefully, he doesn't decide, well, that didn't work out. Give me all your money, or whatever. Low lives. But, and then, assess. And, you're talking to 911. But remember, you are the one who makes the decision. We live in kind of a fucked up world these days. So if you attempt to, like move someone, you could injure them more. And then they'll sue you for moving them when you shouldn't have. Or I don't think they could get you, if you weren't sure, You know what I mean? It's just a judgment call. You know what I mean? Like if they got a broken back or neck, don't move them. You know, but if they're bleeding or something, you know, then you can apply pressure. You know, make a tourniquet if you got some stuff around. You know, like in your truck, you might have some bungees or something. You know, maybe you can tie it off a little bit. Get it as tight as you can to help a little bit, you know. Maybe you can recruit them, you know, to do some stuff. I don't know. Like if their hands are available, like, hey, hold this real tight like this, and you put pressure on the wound or whatever. But anyway, so check it out if you want to. It's pretty hard to watch. Hey, Bob's, after you watch that cat video, go watch the, you know, trains running over pets. I know you're probably like, why would you post something like that? Why? Because, I mean, like this one cow just boom, you know, just damn. It was a brown cow. How now, brown cow? And it flings it off. There was a couple cows that got hit. The goat thing, though, that was kind of, because you catch him saying that, you know. So he's just like, yeah, stupid goats. You know, shit. Anyway, man, my vision, it's getting there. It's still a little, you know, a little blurry, but I do not need these glasses anymore. I can function. I can read text now on my phone. Like I can read text, you know, and that's like a little small writing. We're almost there, boys and girls. A couple more days, I'm thinking, if things keep going the way they're going, and yeah, I can get rid of these glasses. Well, that was nice. Remember that time that you needed to wear glasses for a couple weeks? Yeah, I do. Actually, it's been 1 week. Processing nicely. Processing nicely.